Do you wanna build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play.
Hello and welcome to our podcast Don't Blame the Movies. As always, with me is my wonderful, lovely Canadian co-host Nicole.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Our topic for today is horror movies with F. And you've seen the list. And before we start with the first movie, what are your first impressions of the list so far?
It's short.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
And then when you asked me, what's your favorite F movie? And I was like, well, we did a whole special on it. You're like, doesn't count. You have to pick one. So I had to choose between two. So
Yeah, and you didn't choose. I choose one for you.
yeah, you did. Because I was like, oh, I like these two. And I also like this one, but I didn't give you that one either. But it's already on the list anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and before we start reviewing, I have one final question.
Yes.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
I swear to God, if you were here right now. Whack! I'm not an abusive person at all.
But
it is snowing like crazy right now.
yeah, and I told you I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you did.
And it won't be the last
don't
time.
worry.
But
don't worry, I'll get you back. Don't worry, it always happens.
yeah, I know.
Thank God that didn't play. It didn't play over and over in my head while I was trying to sleep after my shift. I swear, if that was in my head, you were done. New podcast host.
Again.
Always. Alrighty.
Let's go with the movies.
Okay, how are we doing it this time? Are you still doing the draw thing, like the roulette thing?
I thought I'd just do it the way I reviewed it. I start with the first one and we go on.
Okay.
So let's talk about our first movie. And I'll let you start. It is named Found.
Well, you were texting me and you were just like, oh, have you watched Found yet? I can't wait for you to watch it. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. And then I put it on and I think I watched 20 minutes of it and I turned it off. And then I messaged you and I was like, you jerk. It seemed like you hyped it up like it was a good movie. And I think you felt the same way I did. There was no point to this movie. Like, what's the point? It opened like, okay, this kid finds a head in his brother's closet. You're like, okay, so his brother's a psycho. And then nothing goes really from there. Like, what's going on with these heads? Why are these heads in the closet?
Yeah, if you have watched the movie, you would probably find out.
Yeah, probably, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to give you my rating for this one offhand. It was a 0 because it lasted 20 minutes.
Okay. I usually last longer than 20 minutes, so I stopped after 1 hour.
Yeah.
But
it
dragged on like forever. I mean, I don't have a problem with building tension or atmospheric horror movies or something like that. But it wasn't for me.
No.
What I have found so irritating is, okay, you could definitely see it. This is an indie movie, and I checked it. It had a budget of $8,000, so it's not that much. But yeah.
No, I was gonna say, like, the kid was good. Like, the acting was good for like a low budget film. I'll give it that. It was just, I just felt it was dragging, and I was like, what's the point of this movie?
Yeah, and for me, the sound mixing for some bits was a bit off. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Screenplay wasn't the best either. Like, camera movement and everything. But I mean, it had for me the movie had a potential, but it didn't use it because the thing of my brother is a serial killer is actually pretty interesting. But like I said,
you wanted to know, like, okay, so your brother has these women's heads in his closet, but then they disappear. Like, where are these heads coming from? He's killing these people. He's like, and then where is he putting the heads afterwards? And he puts them in a bowling bag. But then it's just like it goes from his brother to like him, but you can clearly tell he's got a dysfunctional family. This poor kid.
yeah, that's right. And before I stopped the movie, like I said, after an hour, he and a friend of his were watching a movie called Headless, which is like his brother killing people, but not. I don't know. It looked kinda okay from the gore, and I caught myself thinking I'd rather watch this movie instead of Found. But then I was like, yeah, no, this movie is not getting better, so I turned it off.
Can I point something out? The kid was pretty smart enough to know to wear gloves every time you went to go look at a head.
Yeah, true.
It was his mother's. Obviously, it's the yellow gloves that you wash dishes with.
Yeah, but better than nothing.
Yeah. So what do you rate it? We already know my rating.
Yeah, since I stopped it, I also gave it a 0 out of 10.
Well, at least we agree on that one.
Yeah, this one was not so hard.
It was probably one of the last films I watched.
Okay. For me, well, because most of the others I know by heart and I didn't have to rewatch them, so it was one of the first ones. And I was curious how it turned out, and it turned out shit, so...
Yep. It sure did.
Should we move on to a better movie?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now is the question. How long did you last at Frankenweenie?
Oh, really? You're gonna ask me that one?
Yeah.
You know I love that one. That was the one you picked for my favorite.
Yeah.
I love the original that Tim Burton did. I don't know if you knew that he did one that was like a
short
live action. Yeah, it was a live action short one. And I absolutely loved it. And then when he came out with the animated version, same thing. I loved it, but it's always a hard movie for me. Only because obviously I'm a dog lover. I own dogs. And then when the boy loses his dog to a car accident, knock on wood, that's never ever happened to me. You know what I mean? But like every single time when I see like the little boy crying, and it's just like, oh God, I know that feeling so much, and it sucks so bad, you know. And like you lose your four-legged best friend, like I know you were telling me you've never had a dog, right?
Nope.
Or experience, yeah. So like that bond that you have with like your four-legged best friend, they're your family, you know what I mean? And like I've had friends whose dogs have passed, and they always say that they should offer bereavement days for that, because it's hard. It's hard when you lose, you know, you build that bond with them and they're only on earth for such a short time. So, you know, and I got these two big meatheads. I don't want to think about that day, but I've been through it enough that it sucks. So, but I'm sure anybody listening who's had a dog or a cat or whatever completely get it. But anyway, to go back to the movie, I absolutely loved it, and I think they did a great job. It's Tim Burton. I love his creepy style. So, what did you think about the movie?
Just to add something, yeah, I never had a dog or a pet in general, so obviously I don't feel, I don't want to say, it's hard to explain. I think it's better to explain. I can understand the pain someone feels when they're losing a dog. Although I never experienced it myself.
I get that wholeheartedly. Unless you have like a dog or a cat or like whatever pet that you build that special bond with, you may never know. Like we've all gone through in our life where we've lost somebody, and that's pretty painful. So, you know what I mean? Like, I know some people might say when a dog passes, oh, they're just a dog. But, like, really, reality, that's my family member. I look after them every day. That's my buddy. That's, you know what I mean? Like, we go walks, you know, snuggles, whatever. It's everything. You get them from a baby, so, or I should say puppy, but, or kitten or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
and they even...
So I understand. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you...
I was going to say, so I understand when someone says they don't know that feeling, because they've never had it, you know?
Yeah, but I still can be empathetic about it, because I even wrote down Sparky's death breaks my heart every time. It's just so sad. And I had to look it up what the name is of this movie. But there's a movie, not a horror movie or something, like a normal movie, a drama, from 2009 with Richard Gere in the lead role. It's called Hachi, A Dog's Tale, if you know this one.
Oh, that one breaks my heart too.
Yeah, it is so fucking sad.
Even the movie Marley and Me. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
Yeah.
So I had a dog like that growing up.
Isn't that like a rom-com or something?
No. Or did I say Harley? Sorry, Marley and Me. Marley and Me. Yeah, so I had a dog just like that growing up, but I can never watch the ending of that movie. Like, the way the dog acted the whole movie, I'm like, yep, that was my dog, Kramer, to the T. But then when I knew the ending was coming, I'm like, yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Not going to watch that. Because, yeah, so, but, I don't know, like, to get back to the movie, I don't know if I would, like, after my dog passed, I don't know if I would bring them back. You know what I mean? Because it's like, are they going to be the same? Like, in this case, he's lucky. If you think about Frankenstein, he's not the same when he got back to life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's more like this Pet Cemetery question. Like, if you do it, would it be the same? And even when it's a bit harsh, maybe, but sometimes that is better.
Yeah, and like as much as it would pay me, you know what's actually funny? I got Jax just staring at me, giving me the biggest puppy eyes right now.
Oh.
But even though like that, it makes me wonder, like, would I really want that? You know, so
yeah, I think
it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I think if you are really bonded with your pet, it doesn't matter if it's a Rottweiler or a little hamster or guinea pig or something. Every death affects you. Yeah. Even that, I think, when you love and care about your pet, then of course its death will affect you one way or another.
Of course, and that's even with like human beings as well, right? Like with family members.
Yeah, that's true. But let's go on to a little bit more, let's say, lighter conversation, not so depressing anymore. Let's talk about the movie.
Okay, so then what would you rate this movie?
I just want to say some things first. What I've noticed when I rewatched it, that the characters were all likable from minute one. I don't know why, but you instantly like them.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like this. I always forget her name. This crazy cat girl with the creepy eyes.
Oh yeah, she's creepy, and that cat's creepy too. I'm not gonna lie.
I like her so much. It's so funny. This weird look. This is why I love Tim Burton.
Oh, I love Tim Burton too.
What I noticed too was when Victor was his name, right? Victor snuck out to get Sparky, the dead Sparky. His parents were watching Christopher Lee as Dracula on TV. This was pretty a nice little Easter egg.
I thought that was too, actually.
And this is something I just noticed when I watched it this time. So in the middle of the movie, I was like, wait a second, Victor, he looks so familiar. And then it struck me, he has the same face as Victor from Corpse Bride.
You know, it's actually funny that you brought that up. There's like a theory going around. So if you look at, Frankenweenie, you have the boy and his dog. So that's him when he's younger. Then they go into Corpse Bride and it's Victor. He's older and obviously he's got a dog. At one point there is a dog in the movie. So they think that's Victor grown up, and then the final stage is Jack Skellington with Zero. So they think that that's like the timeline of the boy. So there's like a kind of a cool theory like that going around. I don't know if you've seen it, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, if I think about it, yeah.
So you got like Victor and Sparky, and then Victor in, what is it, Scrappers or Scrappy?
I can't remember his name.
And then, obviously, Jack and Zero. So there's like, and they put the pictures all together from like beginning to end. They're like, so think about this.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I never thought about this.
Yep. What would you do without me?
Probably watch better movies.
Oh!
This is not on because of Frankenweenie, but because of some other movies we watched recently. I don't wanna say names of movies like Incision, Blind, something like that.
Hey, I liked the last one, okay? Not my fault on the other two.
Well, I liked The Reach a bit more.
The which one, sorry?
The Reach. They Reach.
Yeah, it was kind of like Stranger Things with the Goonies, and I liked it. I thought it was cute. It was cute. It was entertaining.
Yeah, but Incision was, not for me.
Oh, come on, the gore. Okay, if you get past more than half of the movie and the gore at the end, that was pretty cool.
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
I know you did. Okay, move on. What did you rate Franken?
And I wrote Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff. So,
yeah, because I told you it reminded me of that, and then you're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but it was obvious. Even if you haven't told me this, I was like, huh. Never mind. Moving on. Okay,
what do you rate Frankenweenie?
9 out of 10.
9? Okay.
Yeah. Because it had... for me, it was like a Frankenstein, but for kids. Like,
of course.
The core story is the same. The ending with the burning windmill and the showdown and everything is similar. So, yeah, I get it.
Fire.
Plus, in which other movies you have a vampire cat or a Godzilla-like enemy?
Yep, it's true.
So yeah, what do you rate it, or what do you want to say about it?
Even though it's my favorite, I'm stuck between a 10 and a 9. Just because it's like I do love it, but it's hard to watch it from time to time, just because it hits that spot. So I'm just gonna give it a 10.
Okay, that seems fair. By the way, as a little Easter egg, I liked when the neighbor dog was sniffing on Sparky's screws he had in his neck, and then got struck by this electricity and got this this a white stripe in her hair like the Bride of Frankenstein did. I liked it. Oh, seems like someone's telephone is ringing again.
What?
Oh, you're back. Good.
No, I was here the whole time. Did it cut out?
Yeah, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, you were talking about the lightning bolt, and I said, yeah, it's real cute.
No, then there was silence.
Oh, maybe my phone cut out.
Yeah, I thought maybe you're getting called again.
Nah, it just cut out probably. So.
Okay.
Okay, next movie.
Then let's go on to your other movie called Fido.
Oh, I love that one.
Honestly,
it's so cute.
Honestly, I was surprised. What? Well, because I didn't think many people know this one.
Fido?
Yeah.
Really?
At least I don't know. Like, just a feeling. Like, if I ask someone, "Do you know Fido?" I think 8 out of 10 would say, "What? No. Who is this?"
Yeah, actually, I could see that because it probably wasn't like it was advertised, but I don't think it was like advertised like a big movie. And
Yeah,
I absolutely. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to say, I think it didn't even get a theatrical release over here. It just came,
really?
It just came out on Blu-ray sometime, and I saw it like, oh, it only costs like $5. I'll take it. What could go wrong? I did know
what
nothing
could go
about
wrong?
this. Yeah, I do this sometimes.
What could go wrong? He says, risque.
Yes.
So, what did you think of Fido?
Yeah, I think it was pretty entertaining from this alternate universe, let's call it this way, alternate reality thing, where zombies are held as household helpers and pets and everything. It was
okay. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you want a zombie for a pet or a slave?
This is difficult. Maybe. Because I wrote down, it's kind of sad how they, at least at the beginning, treat the zombies. Like, I don't know.
They treat them worse than people treat their pets.
Yeah, far worse.
I don't know if I want one because of the smell.
Oh yeah, I didn't even consider this. Yeah, right.
Think of the smell that would come from them, because they're a rotting corpse, right?
Yeah, true.
So think of that.
This neighbor, this security chief, he moved in. Next to them, he had like 6 corpses rotting and smelling. So like, yeah, Jesus.
I know, right?
Good thing it was a movie without like 4D or 5D experience.
But either way, though, I thought the movie was really cute. I really did. And like the neighbor who like sleeps with his zombies.
Oh, this was so weird.
It's like they don't like obviously show it, but like it's implied.
Yeah,
it's
like, heavily implied.
Yeah. The one part that drives me nuts though, in it is when basically what's his face? The neighbor is standing there and he's trying to fix Fido's collar, and his zombie girlfriend is standing there and she's just grinding and chomping at her teeth. And I know that's like a zombie like thing, but that's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I'm like, oh, teeth grinding. I hate it. I hate that noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when she was doing that, I'm like, oh, I can't stand that. That's even like, okay, another quirk I don't like is when people bite their nails. Like, okay, I get it, people got to do it, but then it's that noise. It's the teeth grinding on the nail. I hate it!
Okay, I just imagined that. Ew, yikes. No.
I know, it's
no thanks.
It's gross. It's kind of funny because sometimes when my mom's like around, she'll be like chomping. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I got a piece of nail hanging. I'm like, get some clippers. Oh my God, get away. So I've had friends that do it too. So, but yeah, that was like the only part. And like, you know, you kind of feel bad for the little boy though, right? Like he's getting bullied and picked on left and right. And it's like the parents are like, oh, well. And then the father is like saving up for the kid's funeral because he's like, yeah. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. So.
And I wrote down, the power of zombie boners is stronger than their hunger for flesh. Because Fido obviously falls in love with, I don't know her name, Carrie Ann Moss.
Yes, the mom of the show.
Exactly. Like, okay, I'm not gonna eat you because, hey, you're hot. Okay. Good zombie thinking.
Like, I like it when they're in the car and she realizes his collar's off and she's like, you're not eating me? And he kind of just, like, gives her this, like, side eye. And she's like, oh, Fido.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's, like, wearing the father's clothing.
Yes.
Yep.
So, what would you rate this one?
It's my other favorite one. So, same thing, stuck between 9 and 10. But, you know what? I'll give it a 9.
Oh, okay. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
That's good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Pretty good to watch, yeah. So...
Do you wanna build a snowman?
So... You did not do that!
Yeah, I did. So, Final Destination, go.
Oh, that's the new one we're discussing?
Yep.
But I love this one, to be honest, because like when it came out, it was like obviously one of the first of its kind. You know, you gotta like, holy crap, they gotta survive and be, you know, dying, and they figured out his plan, but it's I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just like, it's crazy how like all these people died, how Devon Sawa predicted the airplane exploding. Like, I like this. I like this movie. I do like the franchise, but the first one is my favorite.
Yep.
To be honest, I haven't watched the rest of them in a long, long time. So to be honest, I don't fully remember the other ones. But I did like rewatch this one and it like took me back, and I was like, wow, Devon Sawa looks so young. Well, they all looked really, really young in the movie.
They really do. Except for Tony Todd, he looks always the same.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, I'm like drawing a blank right now. What's his face? Sean William Scott.
Oh yeah, right.
He's young in it. Yeah, Stifler. And I think the whole movie makes me laugh because he's always calling Carter, you dick. Carter, you dick. Like the whole movie, and then he gets his head off.
Yeah. But I really like Carter's car. It is such a sexy beast.
It is. It is a nice car. It's beautiful. I'm gonna say that.
And if when I watch Final Destination, then I watch probably the first 2, maybe the third for mind-numbing effect, but 4 and 5 were like, meh, not so much. I mean, they were kinda interesting, and the how death is gonna get to them was always worth watching, but I always prefer the original, of course, and the the second one with the highway and the truck with the tree logs. Jesus.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Every time when I see a truck with tree logs, I have to think of Final Destination 2, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Always, every time I see that, or even like poles, like metal, like rods or something sticking out of the back, I'm like, I'm gonna change lanes just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I've seen
I think every. Go ahead. Sorry, I was gonna say. I think everybody agrees with that.
Yeah. I've seen enough horror movies to know where this is going. Nope.
Yep, you're like, not today, Satan. I'm gonna live today, kind of a thing. You know.
Yeah. What I especially like of the of the first Final Destination.
Yes.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't hear the boys.
The same, yeah.
It'd be weird. We almost got through it. Go ahead.
What I especially like about the first one is that the concept for this movie was usually an episode for the X-Files.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they kind of abandoned the idea, and somehow they made a movie out of it. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, but like I say, fun fact, I think it was in 2016. Yeah, 2016 it was. I had my first flight from Vienna to Hamburg. And of course I was nervous as fuck. So, let's watch a movie to distract myself. And guess which movie I watched?
Oh, you watched this one?
I watched Final Destination.
Oh my god. You know, a lot of people are scared of flying, and flying is safer than driving, just so you know. I love flying.
I was never afraid of flying, more like afraid of crashing. Just saying.
You know what? You just go up there, you enjoy it, you know, hopefully you'll make it, which you do. And you know, I know you can't help your mind go to those places when you're up there, because you're like, you get up there and you're like, what the hell's holding this thing up? This thing is heavy. There's so many people on it. There's so many things on it, you know? So I get it. I
think my thoughts were like, okay, I'm when I was flying for the first time, it was like, okay, I'm sitting here and I have a window place, which is nice.
I always like the window too.
It's like
a window or aisle, never middle.
Yeah, never middle. And I always had the window so far, so yay. Because once we are up there and all this rattling and shaking and everything stopped, it's pretty beautiful if you look down. It's beautiful when you are above the clouds and everything, and sun is rising or going down. So yeah, it's worth it. All the fear of dying and everything.
Fear of dying. Oh my god. I love flying. I do. Because I'm always like, oh, where am I going? Let's go. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. Can't wait. The only thing that sucks is being trapped inside a tin can tube for like maybe 5, 6, 7 hours. And you know people are passing gas in there and you're breathing that shit in.
Yeah.
Ugh, you don't even want to think about it. But either way, I love flying and traveling, so it's cool.
Yeah, now I have no problem with flying, so it's okay.
The first time, though, I will tell you, I was terrified. And then when I got up there, I'm like, this is fun. Like, I love roller coasters. I'm like, woo! I love lift off, and I love the landing. I love both parts. Because people will be like, which one do you like more? I'm like, I love both parts. It's fun. So, okay, back to the movie.
One thing, when I was flying for the first time, I was completely alone. Because I flew alone. And I was so confused at the airport. Like, 100,000 signs pointing in different directions in different languages, saying stuff. I had no idea what they want from me.
So I could see that.
It took a while because I was... let's say it this way. I'm a man. So I'm not asking someone for advice or information or something.
Did you just admit that men don't ask for directions? I
Yes.
think you did.
Yes, I didn't.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because I was like, no, I'm a man, I can find it out myself. Fuck you all. And I did find it out myself, so ha.
And typical stubborn man. I do want to point out, did you see who was in? Or actually, you already did. Duh. Oh my god. I'm just drawing a blank. My brain just went elsewhere. Candyman. You already said he was in it.
Candyman?
Tony. Yeah, the Candyman was in it. Tony Todd.
So yeah, I said that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god. I just like, my mind just went flip.
Oh, okay.
Because we talked about what they look like. And you're like, except for Tony Todd. Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Final Destination. What do you rate this one?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
Alrighty, what are we on to next?
Let's go to a classic movie with actually someone. Let me check real quick if it's really this day, because I'm not so 100% sure. Doch, yes, it is. With someone who has birthday today on the 22nd of November.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Happy birthday to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
and we are talking about The Fog.
Of course we are.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think The Fog, you have Tom Atkins, you have Jamie Lee Curtis, you can't go wrong. And John Carpenter,
of course not. Of course not. I love this movie.
Yeah, me too. But I even watched this remake.
I was gonna say, don't even. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk about it.
If I could rate the remake, I would give it a 0 out of 10, I think, because this was so awful.
You were nicer than me, or meaner than me. I put 3 for the remake. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you rated the remake, really?
Yeah.
Jesus. No, I didn't even mention it on my list. It was like, no, it doesn't exist.
I didn't watch it, but I had a feeling you were going to mention it, because I know you do. You throw curveballs at me all the time, so I was like, he's going to mention the remake. So, yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
You sound a bit heated. Do you want to go out, cool off, and build a snowman?
I don't have enough snow for it yet, but if I did, I'd build the biggest snowman and then a big snow fort with a lot of snowballs, and it's on.
Okay, I'll take a note of this.
I think it stopped snowing, actually. I'm looking outside. Yeah, I think it did.
No, cool.
Yeah. Oh, can't build a snowman. You shush.
Yeah, okay. Maybe later. So, The Fog.
The Fog.
It has fog in it and no snow. That's good.
The Fog. Okay, so...
What the fog?
What did you think was in The Fog when you watched it?
Actually, I had no idea when I watched it the first time. First, I thought, okay, maybe the fog itself is killing people, who knows? Then you see this shadowy figures, and I thought, okay, maybe, I don't know, zombies? And then you see them with hooks and everything, and I was like, huh, pirate zombies.
Pirate zombies.
Yeah, I don't know how old I was when I watched it the first time. You have a weird mindset as a kid.
We do come from different areas of the world.
Don't you have pirate zombies in Canada?
We have pirates. Oh, wait, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, they're kind of zombies. I would think so. Pirate zombies, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, what did you think was in the fog?
Something scary.
No shit, really?
Something creepy and scary. I don't know. I just wanted to know what it was, and then obviously you figured out. Yeah, they're pirates.
Fun fact: when Stephen King's The Mist came out as a movie, I honestly thought from the trailer and everything it was a rip-off of The Fog until I realized it is something completely different. Because The Fog, The Mist, it's almost the same.
Oh, it's true. You get the idea when you kind of see it. You see, because you get the hints of it, and you're kind of like, okay, what is it? Is it similar? Is it a remake with a different title?
Yeah, and I
So
think
yeah, I get that.
The Fog remake came out 1 year earlier. I think the Fog remake was 2005, and The Mist was, I think, 6.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're right about that.
Yeah, I'm always right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Uh-huh.
no.
Uh-huh.
You cut out the last. You cut out the last podcast, and you said that I was right. And I said, "Oh, I guess I'm always right," and you agreed, and then you told me you cut it out.
Yeah, but obviously I lied. I would never cut out something like this because it is too
Yeah.
funny.
I know. Okay, back to the movie.
Yeah, Fog, amazing. Thank you. Rating
Yes. Okay. Well, then what's the rating? What do you give it?
a 9 out of 10.
So do I. Look at that. We're agreeing today.
Yeah, like I said,
And
I'm always right.
No, you wish you were. You wish you were. Okay, what?
Me.
Oh my god. You know, one of our followers made a comment on your Instagram about how I'm always picking on you. I think it's vice versa. You pick on me a lot. Just saying.
I'm not picking on you. I'm defending myself. This is a difference.
You're picking on me.
I am not. I'm just happy singing some melodies, humming a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that melody. Okay, next movie.
Okay, let's go to another classic movie. Is it classic? I think so. From Dusk Till Dawn.
It is a classic.
Yeah, I think it can count as classic, yeah. And I'm a big fan of George Clooney and his neck tattoo, which goes over the shoulder and arm and everything. It looks
I'm just gonna
awesome.
throw this out there. You're gonna agree with every woman out there in the world because we all find it very hot.
Oh.
And with George Clooney attached to it, it works just right.
I just wanted to say it's probably basically because of George Clooney, but yeah.
Fun fact. Okay, this is random. Sorry. My old dog started graying when he was 3, and my veterinarian started calling him the George Clooney of dogs. So we still call him the George Clooney of dogs. Because he is going to be 9, and he's still pretty gray. But salt and pepper over here.
Okay, if we talk about George Clooney and dogs, fun fact, George Clooney did voice the gay dog in South Park called Sparky.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
How did I not know this? I need to Google this.
Do it.
Okay, okay, the movie.
Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay. So I'm going to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
I love the whole thing with Tom Savini where he's like this badass
Oh, yeah.
biker. He was like action star. I loved every second of that.
Admit it, you just love his gun.
He's got a big gun, not gonna lie. Anyway.
Yeah, and 2 big barrels.
Apparently. Apparently so. Oh my goodness.
Wasn't his name even Sex Machine? I think so, right?
Yeah, that's what they called him. Yep. Now, I think like the whole the action scene where everybody turns into like the vampires was pretty cool. Not a big fan of Selma Hayek's vampire
Oh, she's so
to me
hot.
it look. Yeah, she's gorgeous, but like to me she looked like a big snake,
Oh, she's
like a
so hot.
cobra, which makes sense because she comes out with a big snake wrapped around her, right, and does her little dance.
Really, she had a big snake. I didn't see it. I was focused completely elsewhere.
I'm surprised you knew what the whole movie was about because the whole bar scene there's a lot of boobs.
Yeah, that's what the movie is about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was about, and then they all die.
And then comes Salma Hayek, dances, and the movie is over. It's cool. Best movie, 10 out of 10.
She didn't die at all.
No, she did not.
She did not die at all.
But
okay, so what did you
of,
like?
Speaking of this dance scene, you very prominently see Quentin's foot fetish in this scene.
Well, duh.
I think he, with so much joy, he volunteered for this scene. Let's put it this way.
By the way, did you notice what's his face? Cheech? He played multiple roles in this movie.
Yeah, what? I can't remember his name.
He was like Cheech. He was the, or you want to go with Richard. Richard, that's his real name.
Okay, yeah.
You know, Cheech and Chong. Yeah, he was the police officer, the bouncer, and then he was like the buddy at the end.
Yeah, right. I didn't even notice that.
Really? I was like, oh god, he's back again.
No, I think
Which
I was just...
I adore him.
I had still Selma Hayek in my mind, so I didn't notice that.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. Of course you did.
Yes. So, what would you rate Selma Hayek? I mean, from Dusk Till Dawn.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, same here. And...
Wow.
Yeah?
Go ahead. Continue.
No, you said wow. Yeah?
Go ahead. No,
yeah.
Continue.
Please?
I'm shocked you didn't give her a 10 out of 10. Just saying.
Yeah, Selma Hayek was not long enough, so, huh? If she was the main actress, like instead of what's her name? Juliette Lewis, then 10 out of 10.
I like her. You shush you.
She's cool. No, but
right.
Can we at least agree we don't want to talk about part 2 and 3 of this, let's call it, franchise?
I told you we were not talking about it. We will not discuss it.
Or should we talk about the series?
No.
No. Have you even seen the series?
I think I watched a little bit and I was like, eh.
Okay, I bought the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray, I think, a year ago, and I didn't watch it.
Of course you did.
I didn't watch it until now. I still have to do it someday.
Someday.
Save
it for a snowy day. Save it for a snowy day. That's all I have to say.
Oh my god. Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about your first encounter with French horror movies called Frontiers.
Took me a while to find it because there was no English subtitles, and then when I did, it got stuck on the same word over and over again. And you're just like, just reboot it, just redo it, blah blah blah.
You know what's an easy solution for this?
What?
Buy the fucking movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it if I don't like it. Anyway, the whole time I was texting, it was like, oh my god, you got me watching Cannibals Nazis. This is what you're like. No, don't read the description. Just keep going. I was like, yep, Cannibal Nazis. That's what they are. Let's keep continuing. But overall, I actually did like it. I liked it.
Yeah, I think from the movies that are still coming, because I will recommend them as my favorites, this one was the, let's say, it's hard to say. This one was the most normal one. Let's put it this way.
Okay.
The gore was not this bad. Still gory, but not this bad. And
There was...
Yeah.
No, go ahead, sorry. And
it's gonna be much, much worse.
Well, there was parts that I had to look away, though, because of the whole, like, shaky camera run scenes, but...
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Like, it wasn't, like, bad as compared to other movies. Like, it was just, like, certain parts that had to be like, oh, okay, well, looking away. But I thought the action was good. Like, I thought it was all pretty cool. Even the throat bite scene at the end, I was like, what? Really? It was like that big chunk of neck skin that came out.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you really were pissed off. I would be too, though, to be honest. Because, like, look what happened to, like, everybody around her, right?
Yeah, right.
And, like, the girl at the end, she tried to convince to go with her, but wouldn't. You know, that was kind of trying to help her through.
Mm-hmm. No, but this was basically, I think, your first movie of the new French Extremity. So, you're welcome.
I don't know.
It's getting
Would
much,
you
much
consider
worse from here.
Brotherhood of the Wolf? That's a French movie, and I absolutely love that movie. And I own it.
Yeah, but I think it's not the new French Extremity.
Okay, sorry. Continue, sir.
Just so you know what's coming up to you, I think I'm gonna recommend it for G because it's still a good movie.
I mean, yay.
And it's called... it's basically a little bit of cheating from my side because it's called Ghostland.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Ghostland.
And the international title is more Incident in Ghostland, I think, or something like that, or On a Ghostland. But let's go with Ghostland.
Okay.
And then at H there will be High Tension, which is another new French Extremity one, like I think one of the first ones actually, which is kinda brutal and messy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go one step further to I with Inside, which I think is the nightmare for every pregnant woman. And we conclude our new French Extremity tour with M for Martyrs.
You're picking that, not Midsummer?
No, I think someone else will pick Midsummer. So, I'm not worried.
Nobody pick that movie, please.
I'll just write it up right now to not forget to add Midsummer.
Just so you know, I'm not rewatching it.
I'm writing down Midsummer Director's Cut.
Okay, but all in all, what did you rate this movie?
No, this movie, like I said, it was pretty good. It was a little bit, how to explain this? I think that usual horror movies, like, of this era, like early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, Hollywood made or something, are not this, let's call it, gory like French movies are. French gore is, I think, a little bit different from American gore, but I can't explain why exactly. It just looks so much, I don't know, dirtier, more grittier. It's hard to explain. But I'm gonna rate this an 8 out of 10.
I gave it a 7, only just because of the scenes that I had to look away
from.
But I still liked it. I enjoyed it, so it was good.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to... Oh, I forgot one movie, because we already reviewed it. It's called Frankenhooker.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to like fully talk about it because we've already reviewed it and talked about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can talk about what the rating you gave. Do you remember?
I gave it a 10, you gave it an 8.
Yeah, you remember. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course I remember. I'm not old. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I'm pretty sure you are. Anyway.
No, I'm still 35. I
I
think
know a lot.
I think you get old from 36 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Thank God I'm 25.
Yeah. Ah, you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, let's go to a final movie then. Fright Night.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, it's a very 80s movie. Let's put it this way.
Well, yeah, because it came out in the 80s.
Yeah, but it's like everything screams 80s. Like the look, the music, everything. The actors.
Did you watch the remake or no?
No.
All right, I think you should.
Okay, I'll write that down. What?
Just like the end card.
Fucking remake. And remind Nicole of the end card. Every day.
That's hilarious. You're like, like the end card, and I was like, yeah, I wrote that down. You're like, I think you did that on F movies, and I pulled out the book. I was like, no, that was at E. It was in big letters too.
Yeah, good thing you wrote it down.
I know.
We are talking about the end card, I think, since podcast episode 2.
I know. Okay, I'll get on it. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you said it since episode 2.
Watch it. I'll write it in big letters again on this one.
Yeah, good. I will remind you when we are doing G that you wrote it down at F2.
I love this movie. I'll tell you that.
I have to admit, it's a little bit weird to watch for me. But only with the scenes with Amy, like Amanda, I don't know her last name. Bears, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I see her, I have to think of Married with Children and Marcy. I can't get this out of my head.
I know, that's funny. I always think about her as Marcy too. She'll always be Marcy to me.
Yes. I always wait for El Bundy to turn around the corner and insult her.
I loved, obviously, Jerry, played by Chris Sarandon, and every time he talks, I'm like, I swoon, because all I could think of is Jack Skellington and just like, Prince Humperdinck, and I absolutely adore him.
Yeah, that's true. Because, and you reminded me of it, that he is Jack Skellington. I couldn't unhear that when I rewatched it.
Yeah. Yep.
So this will always be stuck in my head forever now. Thank you for that. You're
welcome. I love this movie. I love the vampire thing. I like the whole thing where it's like, obviously the kid is like, there's vampires, and then oh, excuse me, losing my voice there for a second. And then like no one believes him except for like his friend, like Amy, and his friend. What the hell was his friend's name?
Evil Ed.
Yeah, Ed. And then they bring on Peter Vincent, which if you watch the newer version, Peter Vincent is played by David Tennant, and I absolutely love it. So, and obviously Jerry, he's played by Colin Farrell in the newer one. They're pretty much the same. There's like small differences here and there, but I absolutely love it. I love both versions of it. Obviously, OG is always my favorite. So, I definitely love this 80s vampire movie. So
yeah, I like this little nods to other movies. Like Peter Vincent is obviously a homage to Vincent Price because of the name. And in the beginning, when Charlie watches his new neighbor, it looks a bit like what's it called? Rear Window from Alfred Hitchcock. with the glasses and sitting there spying on his neighbors.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got you.
And I wrote down one line from Peter Vincent, because nobody likes vampire movies anymore. They're all just crazing for some loonies running around in ski masks killing virgins. I wonder what he meant here.
I wonder. Wonder.
Oh, and of course, at the end, Amy's transformation / her face is, I think, the most popular one from this movie. It even is on the cover and poster and everything.
And it's kind of funny because I've had people suggest me to do her makeup. So one of these days,
Oh, cool.
I'll do her makeup look. I love her hair that long, though. I do. But then obviously it goes back to short, and I think of Marcy again.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah. Yeah, one day I'll do that makeup look. One day I will.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
I think so. So, what would you rate this movie then?
I gave this one a 9 out of 10.
9.
9.
I give mine a 9 too. 9.
9.
I gave it a 9 as well, and then the original I gave it an 8 out of 10. What?
You ranked the remake higher as the original.
I give it an 8. The original I did 9. It's just because I find 8 is more.
You said you give it a 9 out of 10 and the original an 8 out of 10.
No, the original got a 9. The remake got an 8.
Oh no, you said the original got an 8.
That's
why I was confused.
Did I have a dyslexic moment?
Maybe you have a disability. I don't know.
What was I going to say? I'm just going to ignore you. See what I mean? He's mean to me.
Build a snowman.
Yep, mean to me. I'm going to punch you. The original I gave like a high rating because I thought it was like, it's newer, it's up to date, and it's like newer. So some people might be like, really? You gave it that high? But you know, I liked it. I really did. So shush.
Okay. Fine.
All right. All right then.
Do you have another movie you want to talk about with F?
No, actually, I don't. You already asked me that too, and I gave you like 3 movies.
Yeah, because we had almost none.
I know, so
But
no, I don't have any more.
I'm still disappointed nobody said Frankenstein.
I know, I love Frankenstein too.
Yeah, everyone should love Frankenstein, but no, let's not talk about him because.
Sorry, let me correct you. Frankenstein's monster.
But the movie is called Frankenstein.
I know, but it's Frankenstein's monster. I love him.
Ah, okay. I was talking about the movie, so
Whatever.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the podcast with B, I like Bride of Frankenstein more than the original Frankenstein.
See, words hurt. You say a lot of things that hurt me, like in the Jason franchise special we did. You remember that one? And then you posted that to your Instagram and was like, I'd love to frame this moment when I...
Yeah, it was such an amazing moment. It was not hurt, it was amazing.
Words hurt.
I want to frame this moment, hang it in my apartment, and every time I walk by it plays like...
Words hurt. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, what would you rate the original Frankenstein movie? Jerk. I mean, my lovely co-host.
You're such a mean-spirited human being. Just because I have different feelings than you.
I am not mean. Nuh-uh.
I'm not gonna ask you to build a snowman with me.
Good. It's cold. I don't like the snow. Actually, it's pretty on Christmas. It's pretty to watch it, and it's pretty to see, but I just don't want to be out in it. No, okay, that's a lie. I don't mind it. I don't mind it sometimes. I just don't like cold. Can I just have snow and no cold? Can we do that? Is that too much to ask?
Well, if you go to clubs, you can get snow in no cold. It's called, I think it's called Coke over there, but we call it snow over here.
I was gonna say, yeah. I don't want that kind of snow.
Oh, okay. No, then I think I can't help you.
Okay, so what would you rate this one?
I mean, Frankenstein. 8 out of 10.
Okay, I'll allow it. I give it a 9. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, because I think I gave Pride a 9 out of 10.
9. We're not talking anymore.
Yes, we are. Because we are just at the letter F. We have so much more left.
And the podcast is over. And I find a new host. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you better be kidding.
Oh my goodness, my stomach just growled. I wonder if you picked that up.
No, I did not.
I guess I'm hungry.
Yeah. I bet it's because you have so much candy.
I do have a lot of candy now. I even made a pit stop this morning after work. Yep. I have a problem. I like candy and chocolate. I got a nice little cupboard now full of it.
I don't see a problem here.
And you sent me some, and I can't wait to try it, so. I'm gonna pace myself, though. I don't want to overdo it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. Alright, I think that's it for movies, eh?
Yes, I think, like I said, the next one will be G. And do you want to explain the plan we have for December?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to film G, and that's going to be the last of the sequence for the year. And then we'll start again in the new year. But with that being said, we're still going to do one more after G, and it's going to be a holiday special, obviously. Christmas, we're going to do a Christmas horror podcast special, and that will be it for the new year. But I don't think we decided what day we're going to release that one, though.
No, it's a bit tough to, because I think if we release it on the 24th of December, it's probably too late.
Yeah, so I think maybe kind of like early December, middle of December kind of a thing, because you want to give rates to people so they can watch Christmas movies.
Yeah, let me just check calendar. So, the G podcast would be on December 6th.
Okay.
So if we say 1 week later, we make the holiday Christmas podcast on the 13th. That's okay?
Okay.
Okay.
On the 13th?
Yeah.
Okay. My lucky number.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good. And can I just point out, we had a good podcast today. Not much interruption today. Did you notice that?
Oh, really? Yeah, this was surprising.
I know, even for the boys. They had a subtle thing, but no. I guess they're having a lazy Sunday.
Did you lock your door because we had no interruptions?
No, just they were pretty quiet. They were good today. I think just maybe the weather may have something to do with it, because it's kind of lousy out. I don't know.
But usually you get many visitors when we record.
I know. And shockingly,
maybe
it's been good.
Maybe it's too cold for them to go out. Maybe.
I ain't driving in this. That's why I went candy shopping in the morning after work. I'm like, I'm going to do this now so I don't have to do it later in it. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, I say thank you like always. It's been wonderful having you here.
Yeah. I could say likewise, but words hurt. So, and the whole snowman thing. So anyway, let's continue. Kidding.
Okay, then I say we see each other in 2 weeks when we record for G, and then 1 week later when we record our holiday Xmas special.
I like that. Ready?
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Ooh, wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Ready? Okay. Bye.
Bye.